Well, welcome to another video. As I explained in the last video of the Wolverine, which I've not made that video, I haven't even edited that video yet while I'm making this one, but I didn't want to put it out until I knew what I was doing. As you can tell by the title of this video, we bought a 2016 Yamaha Kodiak 700. Now this thing is beat up quite a bit. It's got a broken fender here. This fender's broken like crazy. Got all these scratches here. Tires are pretty much, I mean, they got tread on them, but they're pretty much gone. The front end, so this is what I love about social media and why you can go on people's profiles and look stuff up. Well, he said he rammed into a tree. I found the one photo on his profile. The whole front end was smashed in, hence why this bar is here, because the original bar was just completely totaled. So I don't even know if the frame on this thing is straight. But it fires up, it runs, the engine sounds pretty solid. And oh, another thing, bed cover, can totally pop it off. As you can see, it's down there, so you can get more room if you ever need to pop off your tonneau cover. But anyways, I drove about 4 hours to go pick this thing up. He also put a bigger radiator on it, as you can see, but apparently it has no coolant in it, so it must be leaking somewhere. Not sure exactly where. Ugh. However, I did not buy this for all of this. I bought it for this in here, the engine. Because as you know, the engine in the Wolverine is completely toast. The engine in this is all together and it runs. So, oh, and it came with a plow too, which is kind of nice. But anyways, let's get this home and let's get in the garage, and I'll talk more about how, basically someone might be like, well, this is a Kodiak, how's the engine out of this gonna fit in the Wolverine? We'll talk about it. So let's get home first. So I'm up near Detroit, maybe an hour out now, and I just saw the new Bronco Sport go 70 in the opposite direction. It doesn't look too bad in person, honestly. Wonder what the new Broncos look like in person. Kind of want one. Well, just like that, we are home, and I'm going to release the air out of my airlift system because it really comes in handy. All right, anyways, while that does that, I'm gonna unload it, get it in the garage, and then we'll finish up this video. So I will catch you guys after we take it off the truck. So see you in a little bit. Is actually kind of fast. Never had a 700. I had a 500 before, not a 700. And the right brake is broken off, so I'm gonna have to watch it. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! And the battery just died. me go get the booster. Okay, maybe we shouldn't be riding. I don't know why it cuts off like that. He was saying it might be low on coolant, but I don't think so, because there wasn't a reservoir. We'll see. And it's leaning because the one tire is flat. Alright, let me go get the booster. I'll be back. So anyways, this thing rips. I used to have a Suzuki Vincent 500. That thing was powerful, but it was a workhorse. This guy, powerful. Like, kind of scary powerful, but I feel a little bad about pulling the engine from it because it actually runs fairly decent. I'm not saying it's perfect. It has its flaws, like I said, the plastics, the frame. He gave me a bunch of parts for it, like tie rod ends and whatchamacallit, but I'd rather get this thing running. I'd rather have this because side-by-sides are way more, I don't want to say valuable, but a lot more people are looking at side-by-sides nowadays. And I'd rather have a side-by-side with the bed on it, whether I do the custom flat bed that I was telling you guys in the last video about, or find the original bed. Don't know yet, but the engine will get pulled out of here. The lower end of this engine, what's left of it, will be pulled from here. Probably tossing that one, and then this will be sold as a whole unit to somebody who wants to take it on as a project. But what I paid for this is less than what I could find an engine for online. So I think that was a fair deal in itself, because there's still some pretty good parts on here that somebody could use, or if they want to go through this case, find the missing parts, throw it on here. Hi, Loke. They can and get that thing running, but otherwise this thing's a whole lot nicer. There's not like broken plastic or parts on it. This was a nice unit, so I want to get this thing running. But like I mentioned, the engines from the Wolverine to the Viking, the other side-by-side Yamaha has, those engines are actually different. This one has more horsepower in the Wolverine than the Vikings do from these years, 16 to 18. The Viking engine's a single overhead cam, I believe, when these are dual overhead cams. The engine out of the Kodiaks and the Grizzlies from 16 to 18 are dual overhead cam engines that are the same engine that they put in the Wolverine. The only difference is the dipstick tube is a different dipstick tube on these guys, on the Wolverines compared to these. And where the coolant hooks up, that piece right there goes forward on the four-wheelers, and on the Wolverine it comes back down this way. So it might be a matter of flipping it, or I'll just get a different one. Either way, not a big deal if those are the only two differences between these two engines. That's why I found a four-wheeler to use as a donor vehicle for the Wolverine, because it was more cost effective. Because like I said, I can part this thing out or sell the whole thing as the frame, as a roller, and still be in it for less than, there's a mosquito by my face, be in it for less than a whole engine just by itself. And this way, who knows, I might find the parts to fix this engine for really cheap, and if I do that, I will fix that engine if I still have this, get this thing running again, and then have both of these and then sell them both, or keep one. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would do so you can follow along with these projects, because I like projects. Broken machine. Was broken, fixed it. It runs, but it's kind of sort of not the best machine. That back there doesn't run. This guy used to run until it stopped running a while ago. Well, I don't know. It still kind of runs, but it's got low compression now. The Yamaha outside, the other jet ski that I have, runs really well. Love that thing. Never has failed me. Then I have my dad's Kodiak. Well, it's his Kodiak 450. Runs amazingly. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys later. Bye. Side tip, always check your straps and watch where you strap everything down, because the four-wheeler came with a plow, and I had the straps coming up to the frame along the plow, and cut one strap, and then when I replaced it, redid it, made sure it wouldn't cut it, the other strap ended up getting cut. Now normally, if the tailgate was shut, not a big deal, but since I had it on top of the toolbox, tailgate was still shut. It's just always check your loads, always have spare straps at the ready. But I already put the cover back on, super simple. It just has this tab here and this tab underneath that you undo on both sides, and then you can just pull that part off, because otherwise my ramps would have been sitting on here and I didn't want to ruin it. So, all right, laters.